This is the audio room. This is where I work. I'll take you through it. That is Soundcraft.
The host of Jeopardy!
As you can see, I also use my feet to mix. This is the daily double, the ding, the too much time, the walk. Sound is one of those phenomena that people take for granted. So you see people are starting to come in right now into the show. This is ready for show. You see, that's how it looks.
Come on now, you ready to do this?
What do we have here?
That is a Soundcraft VI7000. They're very inclusive. They have a lot of processing, gating, compression. The EQ is very nice. They have something that I really, really like, which is a floating beat point. What is a floating beat point? Is that once it's in it, the dynamic range is very forgiving. So you can get really loud and it won't overmodulate or distort right away. So they're really forgiving consoles. So it's really nice, especially in game shows where people talk really soft and then they get really excited and they yell. You need to have that dynamic range to be able to, trust that it's not gonna overmodulate, right? Another thing that I love about this that is very important.
I noticed this when I walked in.
And I use it all the time. You don't wanna be sitting all day. It's the worst thing you can do for your body.
Yeah, because you're doing 5 shows in a row, is that right?
Yeah, I even sit on the yoga ball sometimes because you gotta keep moving. And as you can see, I also use my feet to mix.
What are those for?
Those are like faders, they're volume pedals.
Wow. So practically, what would be like a practical use for these?
I use those for audience reaction. I'm gonna bring up audience reaction. Is those mics that you saw hanging?
So we're hearing the room. So these are audience mics. Uh-huh. I love that you even changed the fader. You just can see it at the corner of your eye.
Yeah, because I use this one all the time.
So what is your red here?
That's the host.
Oh, okay.
This is the host mic. I'm gonna engage my pedal, okay? So now.
No way. That is so cool.
This is not for everyone. I'm a drummer, so I'm very used to foot pedals, but some mixers hate it. They're like, wow, don't get that thing away from me. I like it.
Because I know there's gonna be a million people who ask, what are those? Like, what device is it?
They're not easy to come around. This is the original volume pedal, and I want you to feel it because it's just not any pedal. It's got what they call a spring system. Go for it all the way.
Oh, nice.
And it comes back on its own. It's got a nice weight.
Oh, so if I let go, yeah.
Yeah, so, It has a nice reset, a nice play. You're using this thing all day long, so if it's too hard, it starts to hurt. And then you have range. When it's all the way back, you can still hear a little bit or it's complete silence. They don't make them anymore. I keep a spare here, and I really value it. The top of each channel, as you know, have a signal flow. The first thing is the preamp. So let's do it here. This is perfect. So this is touchscreen. So the first one we're gonna see, which is microphone 1, right? Which is lavalier 1, contestant 1. You see first the loudness, the gain, and in that process you have the high pass filter, you have phase in case you have to invert the phase of it. And then as you come down, pad, when they're really, really loud, you can pad it to 20 dB. And then the second phase of the signal flow is your EQ. So you got lows, low mids, high mids. So this is the curve of your EQ. Then as we go down the pad, you have processing, you have compression, de-esser, when somebody has a lot of sibilance, like we have the capability to reduce or mitigate that. These are all the outs. So for example, this one here says music to PA. Signal goes out of here, goes to Rick. So if I'm gonna go to my music channel all the way here, as you can see, it's turned on, so it goes to Rick, to our front of house engineer. So this is how I feed the music to the floor. These are called accents. So every single channel can go to many different places. All the multi-track recordings happen at another room with machines called EVS, which are video recorders with multi-track. And we have maps for it. One video machine, and this is what they get. They get stereo on channel 1 and 2, and the audience on left and right. Music, second machine, and they all have different, what we call ISOs, or multi-track recording. So when it goes to editing or editorial, they have all the elements separate. So they want to pull something out, they know, oh, go to VTR number 6 and pull out the announce, because we need it to be louder, or maybe I missed it, and they bring it out. That's how it works.
So you do have post,
yes.
To kind of finalize
We
everything.
have great editorial department. So this type of show is what they call live to tape. So they expect the show to be air quality. We try to make everything easy for the editors, and we're friends and we talk. And there's a really nice lady she's the associate director, Chloe Corwin, and she's the one that bridges post and production. So if the editor says, hey, tell Carlos to bring up the host a little bit on my ASO track, she'll come and talk to me. Or sometimes I go there, how you guys doing? Oh, give us, we're hearing too much ambience. Okay, you need more noise reduction. And this is some noise reduction things that help me reduce the sound of the room. So this helps. I also use an isotope. So that kind of like dries up the sound. So it is nice and tight. And it's very pleasant to the ear. You use it with moderation. I also use plugins that are used on the host. They're emulating all classic compressions that I like to use more. They're more forgiving. They do the job, but you don't hear it doing the job, which is exactly what you want.
Very cool. And so if we just did a rapid fire down the board here, can you just kind of go track by track?
These consoles work with layers. So you have so many layers. Most of the digital consoles now work like this, as opposed to one long console that occupies the whole room like in the old days. Now you have layers. So the first layer is the layer that you keep your important stuff. These are called buckets or bays. This bucket here is all my mics. Contestant 1, 2, 3, I have a host -20. Why? Because I protect myself in case the host goes super, super loud and it goes into overmodulation. I can give editing another option to say, oh my God, the host started yelling and started distorting. I said, don't worry, you have a -20 version that you can always pull out and you'll have that attenuation to mitigate that. This is the little mics that you saw in the podium that we use for rehearsals, and they're kind of backups too. So these guys, all these microphones go from here to here. So I can control them all in the center. So I'm mixing here. These are 1, 2, 3, and this is my host. This is my music. These are my tape machine A, my tape machine D, and all my sound effects that are all here. This is the daily double, the ding, the too much time, the wall, the whoosh. All those guys end up here. So with one fader, I can control all of those. By now, I have all these levels already equalized. We're gonna go down the layers. I show you effects. Now this is audience reaction, those 4 mics that you saw it. And these are all my VTs, videotapes. Sometimes we have to do edits on the fly. If there's a mistake or there's something that happened, we go back, we listen to it, and we're like, wait, did this person actually said whatever, Quetzalcoatl in Spanish or something? They're like, oh, yeah, he did say it. Okay, so let's continue. So we let them hear a little bit of the tape to do the pickup point. Does that make sense? So Ken and the contestants hear on this set through the speakers, us playing back the tape of themselves, and then we give them a countdown. It's like, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're hot. And then they continue the game.
Oh yeah, can you tell me about this?
A little bit.
Well,
Rid of that microphone. Okay.
this is production. This is audio.
Oh.
Hi, Mitch. How you guys doing? You guys want a fax?
Yeah. Let me power on.
Okay, let me know. I'll follow your lead. Hi, Rob. Are you in? Okay, Rob is our music playback guy. He'll come. IFB, this is to talk to Ken, straight into his earpiece.
He's not there. He just wants to get a little coffee.
Only a few people can talk to him. They're not allowed. I can talk to him because I test it. I just say, good morning, Ken. You hear us? Yeah, I hear you. Thank you. Happy Taco Tuesday. We have little internal jokes. The director, I can hear Russ. I can talk to Russ. This is TD, that nice lady, Lucinda, technical director. AD, associate director, okay. Chloe. What we're going to do right now is we're going to test everything. You want to start with host?
Yeah. How about Ken? Checking Ken Jennings.
I hear it.
2, 3.
Thank you.
Going to, how about Jimmy RF?
Jimmy's good. Jimmy's good in the booth. Thank you.
We got players.
Players.
How about Uno?
Uno. I'm teaching the Spanish. Uno.
Dos.
Dos is good.
And Tres.
Tres is good.
1, 2, 3,
Cuatro.
4, 5. Go in the middle. 1.
Cinco.
Seis.
Seis is good.
And Ken, I'd like to make it a true daily double.
7's good. 8.
Yes, Ken. I would like racetracks for
Okay.
400.
All right. We're good with that.
Couple sticks. Jimmy, warm up. Hip, hip, hip.
Yeah, warm-up's good.
And Sarah.
Sarah announce. She's our announcer. I hear podiums. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're the best. Hi, Rob. Are you back?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Rob. Can you play us some music, please?
And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Ken.
Thank you, Rob. Mr. Teller, I'm gonna send you tape so you can make sure you have it. Okay, good. And then I'm gonna send you Hot Edit. You should see Hot Edit now. So at this point, we tested all the elements. Music and effects, we know the audience works. Where's my pedal? So we know the audience works, we know the mics works. Now we're ready for rehearsal.
Hi, Carlos.
Hi, brother.
Ken.
Check in, Naive B. Testing. In a world. You hear me?
Let me pull off my headset. Stand by.
Check. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the faxing. That's the testing. This is ready for show. You see, that's how it looks.
And when you rehearse, is it with the actual contestants?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
It's not with Ken, because Ken is in makeup and he's getting ready. He's so nice. He will come out and greet the contestant. He's going to be like, hi, guys, welcome. Don't be nervous. Just know that we're here to support you, to help you to have a good time. Don't miss having a good time. And then he goes back. He does all his things, and the contestant department stays with the people, and they make sure that, they feel comfortable and they're enjoying the experience. It's a once in a lifetime for a lot of people. It's a big deal for some people, One of the craziest thing about this is that you have to divide your brain. Sometimes you have to pay attention to what they're saying, but you also have to pay attention of the show. To a lot of people that come in to do broadcasting, it's very hard for them to have that brain separation it's like having two conversations at the same time. That's something that you develop with time. It's the separation of listening. This part is very important, how you handle the people here. And you never want to sound like you're in panic, or you don't want to talk back to them. And as you know, sound is one of those phenomena that people take for granted. If nobody says anything during the day, you did a good job. Don't expect somebody to say, hey, it sounded great. It's very rare that will happen. But, it comes with the territory. That should be the first page in the Soundman Handbook. If you expect reciprocity, you're in the wrong career. If everybody hears everything okay, and then they go home. As soon as there's little something, then people are already, what's going on with the sound? And there's so many jokes in regards to that. I mean, the lighting guys are always like, we hold for lighting, we wait for audio. Kind of jokes like that. Okay, so this is the first round of contestants. They're gonna experience what it is to be there for the first time.
And welcome to the Alex Trebek stage. It's so nice to meet everybody on behalf of our entire production crew.
It's important to understand the levels of broadcast. You're probably more familiar with VU meters or peak meters. This is a peak meter. So I have these arrows as my indicators of my range. This is where the show should be, between these two arrows. Not too soft, not too loud. This is a more accurate metering for the show. There are standards of how loud a show can be, or how loud you can get away with on TV. They're called LUFS, or also called LKFS, loudness units. In the regular broadcast, it's usually between 21 and 24. And do not confuse volume with level. You know that. Volume is what we perceive acoustically. Level is what goes to tape, what goes to editing, what goes to transmission, and to the affiliations. So if I make it too soft, when commercials come, it's gonna be much louder than my show. If I make it too loud, they're gonna compress me in the transmission places. So I wanna find that sweet spot between 24 and 21 that I can thrive with good level and compete with commercials. 23 I'm doing pretty good. If this looks 19 or 18, that means I'm too loud. If it says 27 or 28, that means I'm mixing soft.
Don't say Jimmy McGuire, though, okay? And how about giving me a big smile? And again, we'll do two of them separately.
So I bring my music, getting ready for the top of the show. The opening is on videotape D. My effects are all up. And when he goes applause, I'm gonna bring up my audience. I'm not using my pedal right now because it's rehearsal. So here we go.
Here we go for rehearsal. And roll titles.
From the Alex from Backstage at Sony Picture Studios, this is Jeopardy!
And go, Steve. And there we go, to Sarah.
Here are today's contestants. A stagehand from Portland, Oregon, Rob Forrester. A student from Cambridge,
You
Massachusetts,
hear that whoosh?
Kelly
It's
Tway.
coming here.
And our returning champion,
she's
an
looked up
attorney
twice.
from Cannon Falls, Minnesota, Sean Addy, whose one-day cash winnings total $15,000.
And through the 5
And now, here he is, the rehearsal host of Jeopardy, Jimmy
And I fade out.
McGuire.
All right, that's me. Now remember, contestants, when you hear Johnny introduce Ken, we want you to start applauding as soon as you hear that announce track. Welcome to our rehearsal game. I'm Jimmy, and Sean, what a great day you had.
One.
You earned $15,000, and will you earn more? We'll see. Kelly and Rob are here to
four.
say something about that. Pick up your signaling devices. We're going to get right into the Jeopardy round, as we always do, the rehearsal round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000. Sean, you are the returning champion. You pick first.
Here we go.
Let's go sports teams, home cities for 600.
And board.
The Bulls are beastly when they slam it down in this NBA home city. Sean.
What is Chicago?
Yeah.
Sports teams, home cities for 400.
And board.
Whoa, answer. There we go. That fast.
We're going to black, look. And then everything, that's going to black. Now, there's no sound at all. I kill my audience. Rob does it on his own. When we started working together, I had to do it for him, and I said, you need faders. I want to put you on nominal, and I trust you that you will score the show. And he's done a great job. So we have this beautiful symbiotic relationship. They
The
switch.
new contestants.
Yeah.
3, we rolling. 3, 2, 1, go.
There was a bit of stage noise there.
Going on stage noise, one more to shoot straight.
So I'll need audience applause on my cue, and then we'll resume.
This is where I will use if we were doing the show. I'm gonna do it manually here, but if it was doing the show, I will just use my pedal and leave this on and then just.
Congratulations. The good news is, Tom, you get to come back and play with Ken, but so does everybody else. We've got a lot more rehearsal right after this. Stay with us. Bye-bye, everyone.
What I love about broadcast mixing is it's so chaotic. There's so many things you're listening to, and you have to compartmentalize the director, the AD, your audio team. You're listening to the broadcast mix. You're thinking about making sure everyone has and feeding everything elsewhere. And that's what I wanted to capture more than anything is the chaos. It sounds so peaceful on air, but back here, you'd think that's all you're listening to. No, you're listening to 10 things happening simultaneously.
Yeah. And you know what? If you don't answer to them the first 2-3 times, the tone of voice will change, especially the director. Carlos! So you see people are starting to come in right now into the show. All these nice people that love. You guys love Shark Tank? I mean, welcome. Let's find you a good seat.
Come on now, you ready to do this? Welcome to Jeopardy, come on!
We're gonna seat you with Rick.
On television, of course, there will only be one Alex Trebek. Ken, he's kind, he's approachable, and he's actually very traditional in that. Stop.